Hole number 3 is our first par 5. This is one where, with a good drive, we'll be set up with a short iron for an albatross, and that's what we want to do. My first drive, my first effort here did not go well, but I wanted to show it to you anyway, just to highlight the importance of setting up your bag properly. The wind here pushed it way right. I was thinking it would be like a 20% over adjustment. I think it's going to be like 30, but the wind pushed it like crazy. We're still able to save our eagle here. Obviously, we don't want to be in this trap, but be sure before you start this one, when you're setting it up, to put a Spitfire on, because this is the only sand wedge where we'll be able to bail ourselves out and save the eagle. So full top spin. I didn't play it with any over adjustment, and it worked out just fine. I did hit it great left, which is understandable when you're playing a sand wedge. That's going to happen quite often, but it still gets up there with a decent little run. And you could potentially even still make an albatross here with a perfect save with your sand wedge. Full top spin, no elevation there, and that'll bail us out. But we really do want to give ourselves a much better look here, because this drive can set us up real nicely. It is. I am going to be playing an Apocalypse. I suppose you could play like a Thor's hammer hook shot or slice shot as well. Should work out about the same if you want to try that. If you're not really comfortable just playing straight with a full overpowered shot. So I went with full top spin as much to the right as possible. I played with a Kingmaker this time, so it's not going to push it quite as much with that wind knocked down a little bit. But full overpower and full curl, and this one works out much better. It is one that I think we will be able to play with a Titan if you're low on Kingmakers. But just be sure that you give yourself a whole bunch of extra room for that big push to the right. It comes in nicely, and it'll set us up for a short iron in. We get deep enough that if you want to play a full backspin thorn or a dunk, you'll be able to. But I wanted to play with a hornet and see what we could do when we're trying to run it up there. It's downhill. It's going to be a 10% over adjustment. Where I'm at right here, I think it's going to be in between a mid and a max. I played it as a mid and just slightly under adjusted. So I used 3 backspin and wanted to offset it just short to the left. And I think that'll work, but we'll have to do a 10% over adjustment and play it in between mid and max here. And I just played it straight at a mid, and it comes in just a little bit to the right and rolls past the cup. So kind of depending on your landing area, the adjustment's very important here. Offset just a little bit, and best of luck here. Lots of different ways to attack this one.